Good evening. It's really nice to be in Camden town again. I actually lived in this part of London a long time ago. I was told this morning it was at the posh part of Camden, Parkway. Very nice. Anyway, I just arrived from Scotland, well not just, but we've been rehearsing this afternoon. We became aware of the fact when we arrived in London that we had a gig to do this evening. So we'd like to start off with something kind of easy and cheerful. Which, for those of you who don't know this song, it's about my experiences of being really in New York in 1968 and what kind of occurred to me really. What a nice time in my life, I like 1968. Ready? Oh, incidentally, I should introduce this gentleman over here. He's called Pete. Yay! Please enter. It's lots of seats kind of scattered about the place. You have a very vast choice of seats. I'm sorry. atmosphere sort of light at the moment. I have a sort of friend actually, who's kind of alter ego of mine, called Victor Novichevsky. He's a kind of bad-tempered Central European who has travelled through the world and seen many things. And has recently been making a CD about all these animals that he's met over the years. And the very first animal he met way back in about 1972, called Gilles Crooked-Deal, who was a kind of criminal and a crocodile. And he had other animals friends, this Giles. But some years later, I met Victor, and he actually wrote and told me this song, and I have remembered this song, and it's called Giles Crocodile. I can't remember which chord it was. It's in minor, that's right. A minor. No, it's not. It's E minor. We had an argument about this in the dressing room, obviously unresolved, I think. I'm a crocodile. I'm a crocodile. And I'm so vile. I'm a crocodile. And my name is Giles. You know, I was born in an elephant neighborhood where the dentist just fixed tusks, which to a crocodile wasn't much good. All I remember about my childhood was feet. You know, I had to get out of that place. I just couldn't take the heat. I'm a crocodile. Yeah, I'm a crocodile. Yeah, I'm a crocodile. My name is Giles and I'm a crocodile. At school, my best friend was a rhino whose name was Big Matt. At lunch, we go down to shops and we terrorize the dogs and the cats. You know, I wasn't much good at maths, but I was in the swimming team. And when I did the breaststroke, you should have seen the other team scream. 'Cause I'm a crocodile. Hey, I'm a crocodile. Oh, I'm a crocodile. And I'm so vile, I'm a crocodile. And then I went to college to get my crocodile degree. Hey, you should have seen the way those girl crocs, and they looked at me. But I fell in love with an alligator whose name was Clementine. At weekends we go down to swamps and we have a really good time. 'Cause I'm a crocodile. Yeah, I'm a crocodile. I'm a crocodile. And I'm so vile, I'm a crocodile. All right, let's do one. Take a shower, and then I brush my teeth. It takes about an hour. And when I get up in the evening, I go to sleep at night. Do that one again. And when I go to sleep at night, I dream of swimming pools, of all that lovely flesh. It really makes me drool. 'Cause I'm a crocodile. Yeah, I'm a crocodile. I'm a crocodile. I'm a crocodile. Now I'm a grown up and a very outstanding clock. I wear a suit and tie, and sometimes I wear socks. But when I'm in the mood and my head is feeling light, don't get too near my mouth, 'cause I might just bite. 'Cause I'm a crocodile. Hey, I'm a crocodile. I'm a crocodile, crocodile. I'm a crocodile, crocodile, crocodile. Hey, I'm a crocodile, crocodile, crocodile. My name is Giles. I'm a crocodile, 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 crocodile. You'll probably hear there's a bit of scattering of animals throughout the evening, I think. I have great memories of tuning in the string band. It was like most vivid memories actually of my life. It's like one of the things that through the years since I've actually had nightmares about. You know, like Robin saying, "Hey, I've just got to tune this up, Malcolm. Talk." 20 minutes later, I didn't finish it. It's quite unbelievable. I've got this kind of reputation of this kind of raconteur who's going to talk about absolutely nothing. It was amazing. Actually became a real expert at talking about the halls of Britain. Because that's
What can you say about this one?
That's really interesting. Number of sort of interesting slanted fire extinguishers
Nice drunk.
over there. It's good. I can also tell you the kitchen in this place would need, well, I won't say anything about that because I might be a member of staff here. Forgot to tune this up. Right, this is a song about I remember seeing a film called The Right Stuff, and all the way through this film they kept referring to the envelope. And this fascinated me, this idea of the envelope, what it meant. When I first heard this word, when I was a kid, I thought, this envelope, what's this thing? You go to this point called the envelope. What do you do there? You open an envelope? I mean, it was really puzzling to me as a word, I couldn't understand it. Then I kind of understood what it meant subsequently when seeing that film. And so I wrote a song called Take It to the Envelope, because I thought it's a very nice word to describe it. In the cities you can hear the anger in the streets. There's industry and its legacy take their toll. In the cafes and the churches they argue over truth. Thank you. Some of you, I had an album out earlier last year, some of you may be aware of. I was actually in Berlin in the summer. I was quite absolutely staggered to walk into the biggest record shop in Berlin and find myself wrapped in my own little personal thing. One of the big moments in my life, actually. And I have to think, it really was. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, the cover, it's a bit dusty, the cover. For a while, but never mind. This is a song from that album. From Medellin to Panama, warlords spread the word of an age of chemical chaos, where reason is not heard. And in the northern streets, the fire veins are blazing through their hearts as they sing, "God Save America." Their smiles crack apart, and there's a beauty in the tracer as it fills the night with fear. And the soldiers dice in the crazy light, but they can't shed any tears. And down on the barrio, the girls are working hard, down on their knees in the timeless seas, their bodies worn and scarred. Oh, will the end of the world be in Panama? And will the power and the glory take us down? Or will the end of the world be just a shining star? Or will the last game of cards be in Panama? There are stunt men and real men, and men who like to cry. There are men dressed in cheap white suits, and men about to die. And in the psychic fiesta, they dance away their lives to the rhythm and the cadence and the rustle of the dollar bill. Oh, will the end of the world the glory take us down? Or will the end of the world be just a shining star? Or will the last game of cards be in Panama? It's a theater of war that may be yet to come. The game is afoot, and the game must be won. There are people in the shadows trying to live their lives, and lovers lying in gentle sleep, but can their love survive? Then a kid steps out to count the stars with wonder on his face, as a Spanish song caresses the chaos and the waves. song about a beaver called Bob. Okay? And when we get, I'm going to sing a bit here, when we get to a certain bit, I'll ask you something. Oh, my name is Bob Beaver. I live here in this wood. And when I know down trees, I really look. I want you all at that particular point in the song to say, he really looks, okay? Let's try that, let's practice that. And then one's here. Oh, my name is Bob Beaver. I live here in this wood. And when I know down trees, I really look. Not bad. Try and wake up a few more people so we can come down to the beat tonight, alright? Try it once more. My name is Bob Beaver. I live here in this wood. And when I know down trees, I really look. I really look quite good. I like to build dams. I like to chase fish. I like to sit in the sun. Shake my fur like this. Shake my fur like this. Now I've got a great big tail that I like to thump. When I'm feeling happy, it goes bum bum bum. It goes bum bum bum. Oh, my name is Bob Beaver. I live here in this wood. And when I know down trees, I really look. I really look quite good. Bob 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 Beaver. 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 From here to Japan, all the girls like to watch me gnaw whenever they can, cause my name is Bob Beaver. I live here in this wood, and when I know down trees, I really look, I really look, I really look, I really look quite good. Bob, 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 Bob Beaver, Bob, 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 Bob Beaver, Bob, 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 Bob Beaver, Bob, 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 Bob Beaver. Quite good, like you know I should. Actually, I needed to do that because every day last week I was dressed up as a beaver singing that song in Glasgow. And it was kind of weird. Because not only was I doing that, in the 1.5 hours in which I was performing, I also sang a song called I'm a Little Midgie, dressed up as a midgie. I was also dressed up as a lawyer. And what else was I dressed up as? Other things as well. And I am Maistre, a tree fella. A sheep, yeah, a sheep, yes. A landowner. It's kind of like difficult, you know, to go into the real world after that. So I just needed to remind myself that I am actually a beaver, really.
So like it is.
What?
Kind of like it is.
Yeah. So it's quite exciting. That one's actually going to be on the new Animals with Attitude album. Victor Novichevsky, amongst others, you could hear Henri, who thinks he's a French parrot. Anton Aardbach, who likes eating termites and chips. And there's many others, about 16 songs. It's an album that's coming out sometime soon. As usual, one argues with these record companies when you're supposed to put these things out, but anyway, it's coming out. And Animals with Attitude, Victor Novichevsky, aka Maistre. Go out for it. It'll be the party album of 1996. The jungle mix. Right. This is a song I like. This is an experience I had when I was in the Isle of Wight a long time ago. I think I sang this song at Hebden Bridge. I've looked at it again and I like this song. I'm going to say so myself, but it's about something very. It's like, I know you've all sat on beaches and looked around on beaches and suddenly thought, what am I doing here? And looked about all the people who are kind of blistering in the sun and like. Meanwhile, on the radio, there's like a kind of, you know, they're blowing up the sort of Central Pacific with an atom bomb, and it's like you think this is sort of divorced from reality. And looking out to sea, somewhere 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 11,000 miles away, this is going. You think, what am I doing here? And I had this feeling because I listened to the radio on this day, and Mecca. I got announced that Mecca was on fire. And I thought, shit, because I was feeling a bit on fire myself at that particular moment. It was sun blistering me, but I just looked around myself and I thought, no one cares. So anyway, this is called. This is the feeling I had. Let me find find that amusing or real to you?
It's not fair to say nobody cares and
No,
nobody's
I'm just
listening
saying
to
that
the
was
radio.
the feeling I was looking around that beach at that moment. Yeah, we can have a discussion about this afterwards. Are you a philosophy graduate? As I never argue with philosophy graduates. Because they don't obey the rules. They just make the rules up and tell you you're breaking them, which is interesting. That's another story. This is called Do They Care? I'll dedicate it to you. What's your name? Ben. Ben, I remember meeting you, Ben, before, and this is especially for you. Because I'm sure you care. I went down to a dry, dusty beach to catch some fabled sun. There was too much blood seeping from the sand to really have much fun. The young girls flirting harshly, their dresses riding high, while their boyfriends exchanged tattoos and told themselves that they'd never die. There was a family of 4 who were roasting like turkeys in the evil glare of the day. And a woman in a deck chair was wrestling with her lovers, watched her children stray. A boy's drowning in the calm, clean sea, the crabs they wade in flocks. The screams of pleasure and the shouts of pain as another heart breaks on the rocks. I said, but do they care that Mecca is burning? And do they care that the world is more than sun and rain? And do they care that the tide is not turning? And do they care? While kids of 5 take on machines that are always out of range, while our black love hits the high spots up against a hard-edged wall, while dickheads on skateboards caress their lovers in the ice cream store. And do they care? Turns on the TV and sees that there's something going on in Baghdad. But they talk about their cameras and they talk about their lovers. They talk about the papers and they talk about each other. They talk about their stars and someone mentions China and they say, hey, cut it out. Let's go dancing to hell with Baghdad. Let's go dancing to hell with Baghdad. Let's go dancing to hell with Baghdad. Let's go dancing. Across the dusk, his bucket and spade forgotten on the sand. But do they care that Mecca is burning? And do they care? Not turning, and do they care? And do they care that I'm sure they do. Ben, I'm sure they do. Right. This is why I have a terrible problem with words, because all my life I've thought I was French. And because I've got this French name, see, and I thought, that means it must be French somewhere. My father was actually a Frenchman, and my mother went to the Sorbonne, and so they both spoke fluent French. And when I was about 3, they said, you know, this is the language of the intellectuals, we must all speak French around this household. And I was like living in bloody Paddington at the time. I thought, yeah, I go to school and everyone's speaking English, and in fact it's got to be London English, and I'm just trying to understand this, and I'm French apparently. So I thought, to hell with this, I'm never going to speak French again in my life if I can help it. But anyway, I wrote this song called Joie De Vivre, which is sort of vaguely French, I thought. So I always have to have these words in front of me, because I'll never understand them. Doesn't make any sense to you at all. So I actually went to the French lycée at South Ken. Christ, you had to get up, and you had to recite what you'd done the day before in French. And I was like 5 years old. It's really bizarre. Right. Oh, when the day is done, you feel it dead, and the cat's just gone right off his head. But when your lover's touch has lost its charm, and you find yourself on a funny farm, and then your mother phones you up, but all you can do is weep. Well, all you want is a little love, a little warmth, and a little sleep. And when you wake up and you still feel tired, and the breath is burning and the kids are wild, and then you try to work through the endless streets, and all hope waits in the summer heat. And then your best friend phones you up, and all you can do is grieve. And all you want is a little silence, a little when the slavery is history, all you can do is grieve. Remember the joie de vivre. When the rays of that tree is cigarette, and you know that you can't breathe. Remember the joie de vivre. When the car won't start and the keys go off, when you get the bill, you can't believe the cost. When you miss that last train home again, and the dog next door drives you insane, and then your best friend visits you, and there's nothing left to give, but all you need is a chance to smile, a chance to think, and a chance to live. Yeah. When the sailor bee is history, and all you can do is grieve, remember the joie de vivre. But when the rains of that train's a cigarette, and you know that you can't leave, remember the joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Oh, remember the joie de vivre. Remember what? And then your mother phones you up, and all you can do is weep. When all you want is a little love, a little warmth, and a little sleep. When a city is history, and all you can do is grieve, remember that you are to be. When the rains of that drizzle a cigarette, and you know that you can't breathe, remember the joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. The joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. Joie de vivre. just a passenger. And out across the corridors of faith and prayer, a girl cries on the shoulder of a boy with red hair. The boy counts the seconds and his sister's hold unwinds, and his breath is still, he thinks of her lover's wayward mind. And a man sits alone dreaming of scenarios, and a girl is where he thinks no one goes. And he thinks of a girl who judges his heart in a certain way, and as the dust begins to settle, he can hear her music. Passenger, they're just a passenger. Passenger, they're just a passenger. Riding on the train of life, riding through the joy and strife, riding on the train of life. And a mother thinks too hard that she's lost her daughter, and all the daughter wants is to be clear like water. Sometimes they sing like nightingales, sometimes they hope and cry, but their love is so tangible, as big as an open sky. As big as an open sky. And the dog of a fat man sleeps alone and serene, and a baby cries in its sleep because she's seen pagodas in her dreams. And the girl and her mother look out at the inky night, and then they dance and smile and laugh and know it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Passenger, they're just passengers. Passenger, passenger. Riding on the train of life, riding through the joy and strife, riding on the train of life. Passenger, passenger, riding on the train of life, 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 riding on the To be honest with you, we've never done this before, so it's first time. Standing by the Reichstag, where the bodies used to fall, last leaves of defiance blown against a crazy wall. I'm walking down the Unter den Linden, where the love and passion rule, before the totems of madness took the trees and the whole world was fooled. Those savage days, savage days in, those savage days in Berlin. Walking down in the Grunwald, where lightning's striking steel, the blackwood excitement here. This is very exciting. I'm very excited. I got this hat actually in Santa Monica. It was quite exciting as well. Because whilst I was walking along Santa Monica Boulevard, I actually had no idea where I was going. I just kind of kept walking. I went to this place called Venice Beach. I kept walking along Venice Beach, and I kept walking and walking and walking. I suddenly became aware of the fact that most of the people around me were black guys, and they were all about 7 foot tall. And I was kind of thinking to myself, yeah, I'm in a different sort of planet. And it was quite interesting, because someone had told me earlier that don't go to the far end of Venice Beach, because it's like gang warfare down there. And there I was, standing at the far end of Venice Beach, thinking, and then I trod on this guy's foot. And this guy turned around and said, what the fuck are you doing? And I thought, what can I say? Yeah, I did it for fun. I did it to get his attention. It was like a kind of life before one's eyes moment. And then he just turned around and went talking. And I walked away. Meanwhile, my son had got totally lost somewhere in Venice Beach. And I had this vision of him being further along, where the whole area changed to kind of Mexican, kind of like black, and he's Mexican. They changed, and they were kind of fighting each other and stuff. And I envisaged my 15-year-old son sort of in the middle of all this, kind of enjoying it, I suppose. A bit of danger. Sorry, are we ready? I was just kind of, it was kind of time lapse into the string band there. I seem to have resorted to the old-fashioned method of making the guitar work, so you can hear it. I like walking on a line, I like walking on the sea. There is no finer life for me. Oh, I like walking on a line, I like walking on the sea. There is no finer life for me. And little winds, I bring them close to champers and meals on the trains. I'm lying in my cabin, I'm staring at the wall. I'm thinking of my mother as they wait, they rise and fall. Cause I like working on a line, and I like working on the ring. There is no finer life for me. Oh, I like working on a line, I like working on the sea. And there is no finer life for me. I bring them up the champagne, I'm here with all the drinks. I'm lying in my cabin and I'm staring at the wall. I'm thinking of my mother as the way they rise and fall. I like working on the line, I like working on the sea. And there is no finer life for me. Oh, I like working on the line, I like working on the sea. And there is no finer life for me. Pull away,
the anchor, boys, pull away, sailing from home. Sailing out of Plymouth, beneath the hard grey sky, heading for those southern seas where the whale lives and dies. Harpoons at the ready, boys, sharpened for the chase, as we stand and watch the rising waves for a glimpse of the great sea race. There's a great blue on the port side, and his eyes, they show no fear. In his beauty and there is trust, as his ugly death draws near, and the harpoons hit his heart, and he feels anger and despair, and he drags the ship to a deep dark grave, leaving silence in the ice cold air. We're drowned in an ocean where the whales sing. He brings peace to our endless dreams, his song forever brings. Now the fencing yards are empty, and the bones are bleached and white, rest untouched in our cold black dream, and ghosts in the murky light, and calling out to you, waiter boys, to leave these seas alone, and turn your ships to the northern star, and your warm and distant, because we're drowned in an ocean where the whales sing. He brings peace to our endless dream, his song forever brings. Drowned in an ocean where the whales sing, peace to our endless dreams, his voice forever brings. Pull away, pull up the anchor now. Pull away, heading for home. Pull away, pull up the anchor now. Pull away, heading for home. Pull away, pull up the anchor now. Pull away, heading for home. Drown in an ocean where the whales heading for home. Peace to our endless dreams, his voice forever brings. Drown in an ocean where the whales sing, peace to our endless dreams, his voice forever brings. Thank you very much. I'm very hot, so it's been a nerve-wracking experience, as usual. Lots of cock-ups, but who cares?
enjoyed myself.
Through red forest, leaning against it, I wandered with my heart in my hand. My cloak wound down the shores of Cathay, where the gold lay scattered on the sand. The night was young, back before the dawn, casting kisses at the day, sipping the sea and sliding the earth down before Cathay. I say down before Cathay. The admirable deeds of Kubla Khan we admired from the deck of our cedarwood ship, observing the domes that drops from Mandalay, where the dogs they slept all the day. We stared on the towers of Tiger. We sailed up the coast of Sidon, where the gates are so rare. Are they? What did you say? Oh, where the gates are so rare. Where the gazes are so rare. Where the gazes are so rare. Where the gazes are so rare. The ship shone its lamp across the silent air that swirled before Cathay, and there on the sand that courts the embassy, our fair bodies we cast away. Oh, night was young, back before the dawn, casting kisses at the day, sipping the sea, bestriding the earth, down before Cathay. I said down before Cathay. Night was young, back before the dawn, casting kisses at the day, sipping the sea, bestriding the earth, down before Cathay. I said down before Cathay. I said down, down before Cathay. Down before Cathay. Especially great in Britain, where the gazes are so